So what if I told y'all that in 90 days, YouTube could change your entire life? And that is literally what it did for me. I want to share with y'all how in 2019, 3 months is all it took to not only get monetized, but then also to go full time in my business the next month because of this method. Now, if you're new to my channel, my name is Natalie. I teach online entrepreneurs how to come online, grow a community, and sell their products and services. And when I first started in 2019, I wasn't doing any of that. I was just simply coming on and talking about my very first business, which was an online clothing boutique. I have actually been monetized 2 times now. The first time I was monetized, I used what I call the close knit method, which I'm going to share with y'all today. The second time I got monetized in 1 week. My video went mini viral, got 200,000 views, and so because of that I was monetized a week later. However, a lot of people have a hard time when it comes to getting monetized with getting their watch hours, or not knowing where to begin, or just feeling like it's going to take them forever. So I want to give y'all a realistic view of how I was able to get monetized, and 90 days later
my entire life changed.
Before all of this happened, y'all, I was a 7th grade math teacher teaching pre-algebra, and I was doing what I loved. That was my dream job at the time. But I knew that I wanted something more, and I had a desire to be on YouTube. And so I told myself, Natalie, like, you gotta lock in. You're on YouTube, you've posted a video or two, your channel's not really growing, like everybody else is doing it, why not me? And so I decided I'm gonna give myself 30 days. 30 days to just do whatever it takes to see if I can see some real growth. Now, when I say the close knit method, not only I got monetized in 3 months, but because of the method that I implemented to get monetized, I was able to have an entire business and be full time in that business just a couple weeks after that. So I told myself, give myself 30 days to just come on live and see if I could get people to see my videos, to care about what I'm talking about, and to follow along my journey. And so at the time, I was posting videos on how I started my online clothing boutique. That was what my topic was at the time. And so I built an online boutique in 3 weeks. I wanted to share the process, the behind the scenes, and how I was getting clothing and how I was growing over time. And so I told myself, I'm going to come on live for 30 days and just share something about myself, share something about my current journey. And I'll try to make it align with the videos that I'm already doing, so that if people watch it and they like it, they'll stick around for my other videos as well. And going live was something that was just extremely scary for me. It sounded scary, it seemed scary, and actually when I did it, it was scary. So I told myself, Natalie, commit to 10 minutes. That's it. Don't do it every day. Like, let's say 3 to 5 times a week, go live for 10 minutes. And even if nobody shows, stay on for 10 minutes. And that's exactly what I did. In the first few times, y'all, literally maybe 1 or 2 people showed up. That was it. And after that, they came in, watched for like a few minutes, and they left out. But because I told myself you have to stay on for at least 10 minutes, I remember sitting there, my face was hot, my palms were sweating, and I just kept going. What I told myself was, I'm going to prepare something specific to talk about so that I don't even care who comes in the live, but I'm going to go live just to see if this is going to help to boost my channel. Because at the time, my channel just was not growing. And although I was getting the subscribers, I was not getting the watch time that I needed. And at the very least, the 10 minutes will push me out of my comfort zone. I just shared experiences, stories, journeys related to the area that I was already making content on. And so you have to have an idea of what you want to talk about on your channel. And people say don't niche down, but the quickest way that I was able to grow consistently, and my clients now grow consistently, is having a consistent niche or theme for your channel. And so my niche, my theme was boutique business. That was it. Anything related to boutique business I could talk about. And so my lives were simply like just fun videos, or I could just share different parts of my story. So how they lost my inventory, or like, how to get your seller's permit, just talking about a specific topic. And my plan was just to come on, go live for 10 minutes, and get off. If people come, great. If they don't, I'm still gonna do it. And what ended up happening, y'all, is my lives, I kept them on my page. So it just was like another piece of content. So whereas my everyday videos that I would post like this, sit down and record, that had the right titles and thumbnails, those would get a few hundred, sometimes 1,000 views, not a lot. People wanted to know more. So they saw like, okay, wait, this girl has this video and I go to her channel, she has a live going even more in depth. Like, I'm gonna watch that. And so people started to like see that I was dropping gems. And so it's important that these lives in the very first few are extremely valuable. So they feel like, wait, I need to be at the next one. So people started to rewatch my lives. And then before I knew it, after like 2 or 3 weeks, the first few weeks was just me talking to nobody. But after a while, people started to come on and watch my lives. And so 10-minute lives turned into 30-minute Q&A sessions because I would have things to talk about, but they had already watched my other content and they had questions. They had questions that they wanted to know more information about boutique business. This is also when I was able to introduce the boutique business guide, my first ever ebook, because people kept asking the same questions. So I made a guide for them. 10-minute lives turned into 30-minute Q&A sessions, and then 30-minute Q&A sessions turned into 60-minute Q&A sessions. And I realized, like, wait a minute, I just had like 10 people on my live and they all stayed for an hour. And I realized just like that, I just got 10 watch hours. If you guys don't know, to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And people get the subscribers, but they struggle with the watch hours. Like, if I do this all the time, maybe I can get more. People would continue to find my regular everyday videos, then they would then go and see my lives and they would stick around and watch. So I have a live right now that has over 7,000 views. So imagine that, a 7,000 view hour-long video, that's 7,000 watch hours. I'm monetized, right? But that's not actually how it happened, because that 7,000 views is like accumulated over like a few years. So normally on average, I would get maybe 20 people max to watch a live when it's actually live. YouTube live is not like TikTok live. Okay, YouTube live, people don't really watch it that often, and you have to really work to get people interested in your content. And so I would have maybe 20 people. This is setting off signals to YouTube's algorithm that this girl has highly engaged content, because they're watching the live, liking the live, commenting on the live. And so, but because I now have all this engagement on my channel, going live 3 to 5 times a week, my lives would end up getting around 100 to 200 views even after it's posted, because I would leave it up on my channel. And so now I'm getting 200 watch hours here, 300 watch hours there, 500 watch hours there. Y'all, I literally cracked the code. If I go live for an hour, and so I started to push myself to do Q&A. So I would come with the topic prepared. Then I would just sit and then say, y'all have any questions? And then I would go off on a tangent. And I'm doing this because I actually love to teach. Former teacher, I love to help, I love the people. And so I really truly enjoy doing it. And also on the flip side, y'all, I will be going live everywhere. So on my lunch break in my old classroom, I'll be sitting and going live for like 20 minutes. So now I'm going live whenever I can think about it, because I kept watching on YouTube Studio, my watch time going up and up and up. By the way, if this sounds familiar, I told this story on TikTok a few months ago, so I'm bringing it here now on YouTube. And so this is what ended up happening. And so before I knew it, y'all, 3 months later, I was monetized on YouTube, y'all. I was monetized. And not only was I monetized, but I in the process, see, this is why I prefer this method over going viral. Although going viral will help you to get monetized overnight, what building this close-knit community does is it builds a group of people who are like your ride or dies, who are there for you to support you in whatever you do. And so me now, I've done courses and classes and selling books, physical books, ebooks, coaching, etc. All those things I was doing was because of my community. I didn't do this because I'm like, well, what can I do to make money next? I'm going live. They're asking questions. They're watching my videos. They want more from me. So as they ask me more questions like, hey, Natalie, we want to learn about this, I'll say, you know what? I'll do a workshop next week for y'all on this. And of course, because I'm spending my time outside of YouTube, I charge for it. And so this is how I got started in everything I did. And this is why, I got monetized March 2019. And by April, I realized I would think I was only making around $3,000 in a month, but I realized, okay, I'm at a standstill. I'm only not making more money because I don't have more time. And so this is a time where I'm going to need to quit my job. And literally, I think the month later, I made $6,000 a month in my business because as I was going live and building my community and asking them what they wanted, you know, I had ideas for a new t-shirt line for them. I had ideas for a devotional because of them. I had ideas for classes and ebooks because of that community that I built. And so at the end of all of this, yes, I was monetized. That was my original goal. But what I did not foresee happening and what actually ended up happening is I built a community that you cannot pay for a community. You cannot cheat community. You cannot scam and build a community. Like, this is true something that you built because you've shown up, you've been consistent, you've been providing value, you've learned these people, you know who they are. Some of you watching now may have been here from that during that time. And I want to get back to that, y'all. I've been doing my MBA for the last 2 years and I graduate in a few weeks. So God willingly, I'll be able to get back to that community aspect here soon. But this changed my entire life. I went from being a 7th grade math teacher who just desired to be on YouTube and build a business to make some extra side income. And now I worked with brands like Microsoft, Wix on different capacities, different projects. I now have a coaching program, which is like the most purposeful thing I probably have ever done in my business to date. And it has just completely changed my life more than I could have ever asked, thought, or imagined. Where do you want to be in 90 days? Where do you want to be in 2025 or beyond, depending on when you're watching this video? What do you want to accomplish? You know, it's not all about the money. The outcome will be income. However, the desire is to connect with people. Well, the desire should be something that you're really, really passionate about and you're putting it out there. You have no idea how your life can change if you take away all fear, take away all doubt, and do the work even when it's uncomfortable, y'all. I think the main thing here to point out is that this was so uncomfortable in the beginning. I pushed myself to go live for those 10 minutes and I had no idea what the result would be. But even when I had 1 or 2 people watching, I just kept showing up. And when I go live on YouTube, when I post these videos, I don't even care about who knows me, who don't know me. I'm assuming that I'm talking to a random person on the street who cares about what I'm talking about. And so I'm gonna keep talking about it and share it far and wide because somebody eventually will care. And that's what happened for me. So hopefully this inspired you guys to take a leap of faith, to build a community, to not try to cheat the system, but to build something that is valuable. Because something that I will say, and I say this all the time, the businesses who now have longevity, the businesses that are staying here and making income year after year, even when there's recessions, even when there's just all these different things going on, even when customers are getting tighter with their money or they're losing faith in business in general, the people who are staying are those who've taken the time to build a community. And so when I say the word community, people usually don't care about that term at all. It goes in one ear and out the other. But as a byproduct of my community, my entire life changed. And so if you're looking like, God, I need a change, like something's got to give. Like, what am I even doing in this life? Like, is anything even purposeful? Does anything even matter? Build a community by sharing what you're passionate about, your experiences, your journey. You have no idea what's on the other side. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new to my channel, hit the subscribe button down below. And I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye, bosses.